Welcome to the Talkin Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. South Carolina offensive tackle, the number one offensive tackle in the country, according to the 247 Sports Composite. Cam Pringle drops his top six. You can see there Tennessee very much in the mix, along with Florida, South Carolina, Georgia, Clemson, and NC State. Cam Pringle, 6'7", 330 pounds, out of the state of South Carolina. 247 Sports Composite, again, has him as the number one ranked offensive tackle in the country and a top 50 prospect. Will Tennessee be able to get it done? They've made him a priority. He is at the top of the board, particularly at the offensive line position. We'll take a look at it. We'll get into it. He's got a commitment date coming just around the corner. But as always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you are new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time, doing our way too early 2023 season predictions. We'll take a look at the schedule. We'll talk about roster. Should be a good time. Come join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We would appreciate it. Let's jump into this article from Rocky Top Insider. A four-star offensive lineman, Cam Pringle, set to announce decision in late January. This is written by Rick Butler. It says here, one of the top four-star players in the class of 24, offensive tackle Cam Pringle is set to make his official decision later in the month of January. Pringle kicked off the week on Monday by revealing that he would be announcing his college decision on Sunday, January the 22nd in Woodland High School Gymnasium. Now, we've doing this thing full time. Now we have an opportunity to cover some of these live decisions. Do you guys want us to cover that one? If he's going to go live and make his decision, do you guys want to cover it? Hit the comment section. Let me know. As I mentioned at the top of the video, top six includes Georgia, South Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, Clemson, and NC State. Now, where is Tennessee at in this recruitment for the top offensive tackle in the country? Well, you go to some of the recruiting experts, some of the analysts. Matt Ray said he was a tough read, but Tennessee's done a good job with him. Talked to some Clemson people, said they felt like the Tigers had some work to do. He said South Carolina's done a good job, said Georgia's in the mix as well. Austin Price said Tennessee's not at the top. So Tennessee very much in the mix here, but things kind of seem wide open. Again, going back to Matt Ray's comments, sounds like Cam Pringle doesn't talk a lot. So Tennessee will have an opportunity over the next 2 weeks to seal this thing up. Goes on to say here, according to the 247 Sports Composite, Pringle is the number one offensive tackle in the class, number 46 ranked player overall, and the number one ranked player in the state of South Carolina. 6'7", 330-pound lineman is a difference maker on the field that has already collected more than 20 scholarship offers. Goes on to say here he does have a couple of crystal ball predictions to South Carolina, and it says one of those came in nearly a year ago. That's true, and both of those predictions coming from South Carolina writers. So say what you will, believe what you want. You know, sometimes you think a crystal ball is all that counts. It's all said and done. Now, if you get a Steve Wiltfong crystal ball and it comes through the day before the prediction, all right, I'll start to buy into that because the coaching staffs have been told, Steve Wiltfong knows, and as Austin Price likes to talk about, that's not a prediction. That is a spoiler. But a prediction that's been in for a year, take it for what it's worth. It says here, Pringle visited Tennessee unofficially a handful of times during the back half of 2022, including 2 visits over the summer and 1 visit for the Florida game in Knoxville last September. Now, coming off of that, the summer visits, there's an article on VolQuest from Eric Kane, had a couple of good quotes talking about his relationship with Glenn Ellerbe. Also just talked about Tennessee being a contender. He said, every time I come up there, they treat me and my family well. It's like a warm family welcome, and everyone in the building probably knows my first name. That's important. They can't call me yet, which is tough. Again, this goes back to the summer, but they do their best to stay in contact. As an offensive lineman, it's hard to consistently be on the go, but the more plays you run, the more the defensive line is wearing down. At my high school, we play up-tempo, so it's nothing new for me. I feel like I could come in and play in an offense like that. He carries on here talking about Coach Heupel. Says, I like Coach Hype. I feel like he's building up this program, and he's faced some odds with his low roster and stuff. His mind is in the right spot, and he's developed a lot of great players. I feel like he has what it takes to get his players to the highest level. Now, as you continue to carry on with that, this was after the summer. This was back during the summer. So what does Cam Pringle think that Josh Heupel took that undermanned roster that Cam Pringle was just talking about and carried them to an 11-2 season and an Orange Bowl victory. I think some of these kids, I think some of these top prospects are starting to take notice. Winning matters. It does. I know NIL matters. I know relationships matter. But at the end of the day, when you watch coaching turnover, when you watch Derek Dooley come in, you watch Butch Jones come in, they have success recruiting early because they're selling you on what they're going to do. It's like a politician. I'm going to come in, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then after 2 to 3 seasons, that doesn't happen. And the snake oil salesman doesn't work anymore. But with Josh Heupel to come in and do more with less and finish that second year at 11-2, I think that speaks volumes. And 2023 may be the most important year for Josh Heupel to really get this thing up and running. If he continues to have success, keeps the program stable in 2023, and builds a solid foundation in 2024, I think we are going to see recruiting take off to another level. The class of 24 could be a special class. The article here goes on to say Tennessee currently has 3 players committed from the class of 24, which should really start to heat up over the next few months as the 2023 class winds down. The Vols' first commitment to the class came from 4-star edge rusher athlete Jonathan Eccles back on July the 4th, which was then followed by in-state 3-star defensive lineman Carson Gentle just a few weeks later. Then a commitment in October from Nashville native and 4-star corner Caleb Beasley, the second-ranked player from the state of Tennessee in the class. Now, you can go watch Coach Jay break down the film on Caleb Beasley. If you go to the playlist now, Film Breakdown with Coach Jay, you can find all of those videos there. And we also break down Jonathan Eccles. I know we said we were going to break down only the in-state kids. You guys asked us to cover Jonathan Eccles, so we covered Jonathan Eccles. That's the video that's coming up next in the series. But again, you want to see that Caleb Beasley video, go back and check that out. It says here, it doesn't initially seem like the Cam Pringle will commit to Tennessee on January 2nd, 22nd. It is certainly one to watch for the remainder of the month. There you can see the tweet from Cam saying he will make his verbal commitment on January the 22nd. So again, sounds like this thing's all over the place. Some people think South Carolina is way out front. You go look at the On3 recruiting prediction machine. They've got South Carolina way out front. Clemson's still in it. Georgia's still in it. Tennessee is still in it. Can Josh Heupel, can Glenn Ellerbe, can they seal the deal? Been on campus a few times for Tennessee. Took in the Florida game. What a great game to take in. Big time win. College game day. Checker Neyland. The atmosphere. He's been there. He's seen it. He's seen what Rocky Top can look like. But again, hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on Cam Pringle, number 1 offensive tackle in the class, 6'7", 330 pounds out of South Carolina. What say you? I think the offensive tackle, definitely a position of need. It's always a position of need. It goes back to what I say all the time. You got to have guys at the edge on defense. You got to have guys that can protect the edge on offense, and you got to have a quarterback. That's college football in 2023. But hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. As always, make sure you smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Don't forget to join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Going to be a fun live stream. Myself, Dauber, we'll see if Gabe and the X Factor want to jump on as well. Also, go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. Any and all support greatly appreciated. As always, thank you to the members of the channel. We appreciate what you guys do. You give me the opportunity to do this full time. Could not do it. I could not do it without the members of this channel. You want to be a part of that, hit the join button down below for as little as 99 cents. You can contribute to that. If you give a little bit more, you get a little bit more. Custom Talkin' VAWLS emojis, fan call-in shows, watch parties, all kinds of fun stuff. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.